Hey, so this is my next vlog for Blood of Beasts. It's the 26th of May in the AM, so I haven't fallen asleep yet, so it's still the 26th, even though technically it's the 27th. Um, I was really busy tonight getting the audiobook done for Life. Life is for Everyone, which is my abortion book, and I did not have time to write before my husband came home from work at 11:30, so I'm just now getting to my writing, so it's later than usual. I'm not as into it tonight, and I decided to try something fun and show more than just me talking about it afterwards on my phone. Get on the computer, show me typing, do a time lapse. I have my new camera set up at a different angle, so we'll see how these shots turn out. And I just thought that I would spice things up because I've been doing these vlogs for some time now, and it's kind of time to change things up. So you will get to see what I'm typing. I don't know if I'll be able to blur it out or cover it up or anything, so you may get some spoilers for this chapter, but they're not going to be breaking spoilers to the series or anything, so it'll just be like, a chapter ahead of time, which I don't mind. So if you don't mind, then let's get right into it. Refreshing my memory here. I normally don't like filming when I'm writing because it's like pressure and it's like weird when it comes to like a main novel, because I feel like people are watching me, even though technically you're not watching me at the moment. It's like I know that I'm filming, so it's weird. So I have to trick my brain into thinking that I'm just doing this for myself. Basically performance anxiety, but with writing. Okay, I gotta get my head back in this. Okay, I'm in a weird headspace right now. I don't know if it's because I'm filming and the filming is throwing me off, but I'm not hearing his voice. And I'm not, like, it's weird. He's sounding more like not himself. He's sounding weird. He's not wording things like he normally does. So I have to get in the zone and I have to get to where I'm like alone and it's just me and the characters and I'm hearing his voice and he's saying what I feel like he would say. So I gotta get out of this weird headspace. Yay! So it looks like 1460 or 613 is what I wrote, so I'm gonna highlight it all just to get an official count. Oopsie, I'm too high. Uh, so 1601. My goal was 1200, so 1601 is great. So that was a doozy. I'm actually genuinely excited about 1601 words because, again, I was trying to only get to 1200, so that's 301 words above where I was trying. I think that's 301 words above. I can't do math. 401. Okay, I was 100 off. So that's 401 words above my word count goal that I was trying to get to, which is exciting because I was really not into this chapter at all. Sidran was really awkward. His speech was off at first. I finally got his speech to get corrected after the bit that I was talking about in the first couple paragraphs. But once I fixed that, I still wasn't into the story. Like, it was okay. And I was writing it, and the scene was kind of coming to me, but it was kind of like forced, kind of like a strong effort to get this out. Um, it wasn't as easy as it is when it clicks with me. Like, the past several times I've been writing, the story has clicked. And so, other than like the other day, I got stuck whenever Sidran is starting to have to find clues, and I'm actually having to put this mystery together. But once I did that, I sat down and forced myself to write. So after like the first paragraph, it clicked with me, and the scene flowed really, really well and really easily. This one, obviously, I kept writing, but I had to stop a few times. I was still pretty normal because I think it was like about 30 minutes that I've been writing. So I wasn't necessarily slow, but I could tell that it was a lot more effort for me to get all this out than it would have been if I had been like into the scene. But two things. One, I'm filming and I felt a lot of performance anxiety and I felt weird. Writing short stories for some video challenges here and there is one thing because I'm not attached to those stories. Writing in my actual novel, that's like my main focus, in a video is definitely weird for me, and it's not something I'm used to, and I don't really like it because I feel like I'm being watched. I mean, eventually it's gonna be watched, so it just gives me performance anxiety and I can't get as deep into the zone as I normally am. And so I feel like that was the problem this time, is that I just wasn't in the zone. And I guess that's like I was just kind of writing, forcing myself to write. I wasn't really in my writer's zone like I normally would. And then I was aware that I had all kinds of things on me and everything, like all kinds of cameras and whatnot. And it was just awkward. Um, but yeah, to talk about the book a little bit for my vlog for today, um, I don't think I've went into detail the past couple of vlogs, and if I have, the past several vlogs, and if I have, I'm sorry. But as I had mentioned before, I wasn't into it the other day. I got stuck. And the reason why is because this is my first mystery novel. And when Sidran had to actually start finding clues to put the mystery together, or to begin to put the mystery together, I freaked out because I don't know what the clues are. I don't know. I know what he's supposed to discover, which I'm not saying for spoiler purposes, but I know where the mystery ends up, and I don't know how to get him there. So I had to kind of sit down and think things through. So I started writing down ideas for different things, how some of the things that I've put in place, um, how those could become threads. And so as I'm doing this, maybe other mystery authors do this in a more efficient way. But the way that I'm looking at it is there's different threads of the story, which are different pieces of the mystery. And I have one thread, for example, is not connected at all, and I'm not going to connect it. It's just kind of its own separate situation. But then I started setting up other situations that are threads, that he has to find clues and stuff that leads him down this path and down that path. And eventually all these clues will connect together and it'll give him a clear picture of what's going on. And so for me, I didn't know the thread. So he was here and then the solution is here. And it's like, how do I get him to find those things out? So I have to figure out the clues and get him to the conclusion that I need to get him at for the big reveal climax situation at around 20K. I'm at 14,613 words right now. So that's going to be coming soon, and I have the chapters outlined. So yeah, this was the chapter I just got through writing. And then each of these are going to be a different chapter. So that, and then that. This one here is going to be 20K, and that's going to be the big reveal situation. But once I got that stuff outlined, I figured out the threads and how they were going to lead him to the climax at 20K, which begins the second phase of the book. Then it, like, obviously I have the scenes that I need to get done. So I knew what I was going to do. I knew what this chapter was going to be about, which, as you guys may or may not have been able to read, he confronts his friend about a situation, and they're talking about a secondary murder that had happened that he was working on as a case whenever his wife's murder ended up happening and stuff. And then, of course, they talk to the detective. The new werewolf detective shows up because I can't and don't want him to always be talking about the case to his friend. I want another cop-like person that he can talk the case to, because technically his friend is just a person, not a detective or anything. So that's why I brought in a secondary detective to have him encounter, because he's just a freelance detective kind of thing, an independent one. And he's the one for this specific town because supernatural creatures like werewolves have them all over the place. So again, they had to call one specially, so now he can really get down and dirty and talk in a lot more depth with this new detective, than he can with his friend. So that's why I had to bring him in. And of course, the cell phone is one of the threads. So that's one thread. The alpha being missing is another thread. So I had a couple of threads to set up. I had a situation with this friend to set up, and continuing the thread with Lacey and her kid. That's a third thread that connects to the main mystery. And then, of course, the detective brought in as a friend and kind of a companion and ally. So there was several goals that I had with this chapter. So I had the pressure of getting all of that right. Not really right, but including all of that, making sure I got all the information in there. I was being filmed. And then today I've had a very long day. I've been working on the audiobook for Life is for Everyone all day today. I haven't had a break. Well, I have had a little bit of a break, but it's just been like go, 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 go. And I normally write before 11 o'clock at night. And so this is, it was 1:30 a.m. when I started, and it's 2:11 right now, 2:11 a.m. So I'm also very tired. And so all of that combined made writing tonight very awkward. But I did do 1,601 words. So I'm happy with that. And so now I'm just going to post this on the website real quick while you guys are still on here watching me. For all you writers out there, if you want to join BookNet, I would suggest it. I haven't really gotten to explore a whole lot of it yet. Oh, we're at 55 views and 9 ads to the listed in libraries. I still only have 1 rating, so that's definitely interesting, but that's exciting. So yeah, you can post stories on here for free, so it works similarly to Wattpad, it looks like, and I think people can comment as well. But I'm at 86 in paranormal romance and 225 in fantasy, so I'm pretty excited about that. But you can also actually start selling your books on here, and I haven't tried to explore that. I haven't seen if it's a good revenue, or I haven't seen if it's a good income stream to add to authors who really want to have multiple income streams coming in order to make money and everything. So I haven't really tried it out all that much, but so at some point I may experiment with it and see how it works. But if you guys want to, if you guys are kind of some of the authors who like experimenting and trying with that, try it out and let me know in the comments below how it works out for you. Okay, well, that's all I wrote tonight. And you guys got to watch me. So it's definitely going to be one of the only fancy vlogs that I do for this, because I am way out of my routine to do this. And again, it was kind of awkward, and I just kind of want I was thinking BookNet. It was kind of awkward. It was also 10 backwards. yeah, but anyways, it was also kind of awkward and just not normal for me. So I wanted to try this setup and see if it's cool. And sometime in the future, I may do a book that's kind of not really a throwaway book, but one that's not my main focus. So that way I can do more style of these videos if it ended up working really well, where this was really cool. So, but for now, that's it for today. So again, this was May 26th blog. This was May 26th vlog for Blood of Beasts, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.